Okay, I started my stream. I'm going to be reading some Reddit stories today.
I like them big.
Maya, lock in, Maya, lock in. Okay. So,
okay, I'm gonna lock in harder than the keyboard in the door.
Dude, just focus. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in. So I'm gonna be holding my microphone like this because it's more fun. So, I'm out of breath. Which one should we do?
I don't know. I can't see.
I'm just like, I'm thinking. Maya, lock in, bro.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Hey guys, today we're gonna be reading Reddit stories.
Yeah, this isn't ASMR, like.
Yeah, Loki, I have to whisper.
Okay, so I'm gonna be reading, and I'm gonna start this one. And I'm gonna be reading it to you, and you gotta give your opinion, okay? And then we're gonna okay, you're not gonna speak until I'm done. But I'm gonna read it, and then we're gonna discuss it together. So we're gonna go paragraph by paragraph, okay?
Okay.
Am I the a-hole for getting a woman fired over VeggieTales? Okay, we're just gonna continue. Oh my gosh. Treacherous. Okay. My wife and I unfortunately have our son in daycare. It's unavoidable. A few months ago, I picked him up, and when I asked him about his day, he told me about a show they watch with cartoon vegetables. Okay. When I dropped him off the next day, I asked the teacher if they watched VeggieTales. She said they didn't show the kids anything inappropriate. I asked, but did they watch VeggieTales? She refused to give me a straight answer. I said I don't want him to watch VeggieTales. She said he wasn't going to be allowed to watch anything inappropriate. Okay. I think it's a little... Maya, stop making weird faces at me. Okay, I think it's a little weird that, like, she won't give a straight answer. That she was just being, like, he's not watching anything inappropriate and wouldn't answer the question.
Yeah. We're literally projecting basically the point that he is watching something inappropriate.
Right.
Like, and also, real quick, can I just question his father? What is so wrong with the kid watching VeggieTales?
I know. I've seen some things that it's like supposedly inappropriate, but I don't know it's VeggieTales. Like,
if you like tomatoes.
Okay, there's more.
Oh, good lord.
That day when I got home, I asked, "Did you watch VeggieTales?" He did. I emailed the administration. They assured me, no VeggieTales. This is so weird saying VeggieTales so many times. They assured me, no VeggieTales. It is not an approved media to show the kids. It is never and will never be shown. The next week, I asked, "Did you watch VeggieTales?" Yep, I reach out again and am told maybe my son is confused. Right. Oh, I'm not understanding why it's such a big deal over VeggieTales.
No, for real. Hold up. I had to email administration over VeggieTales.
Like, I'm not understanding. Okay, I don't know if it's just because I never watched VeggieTales, so I don't know what the show's about. Like, it doesn't...
No, okay. So, like, we used to watch VeggieTales in school, and it was, like, most of them just had, like, a cute, like, little lesson at the end, if that makes sense.
Right, I've seen, like, an episode or two, but I never watched it, like, regularly, like, at home.
Yeah, neither did I. Okay. If you like tomatoes.
Okay, so I wait a week, ask my boss if I can leave early, walk past the receptionist. She told me to stop, but I didn't. Into the main room, and boom, there it is, VeggieTales. I took a picture. I was given a warning for barging in. Fair. But the administration promised the VeggieTales thing would be solved. The teacher had to take all the tapes home, and she would not be able to bring in tapes ever again. Why are we watching tapes in the big 2026? TS is low-key kind of crazy. That's my, like, tapes.
Can I just say, imagine barging into a daycare over freaking VeggieTales.
Imagine being a grown man and you're barging into a daycare about VeggieTales. Like,
This man is mentally unstable.
I don't understand, like, what you could do, though. Like, if I was the guy and I had set rules, like, I don't want my kid watching this, and they clearly expressed that they would never show that, because clearly there's something wrong with it. Hold on, let me Google, like...
No, because my only question is, what is so wrong with Bob the Tomato singing, "If you like tomatoes"?
Hold on, I'm gonna see. With VeggieTales. Oh, okay. VeggieTales has faced controversies primarily regarding allegations of racial stereotyping in voice acting, the dilution of its Christian message when broadcasting on mainstream networks like NBC, and debates over whether its focus on morality over gospel-centered theology is appropriate. Okay, that makes kind of sense.
So wait, Bob's racist?
No, the voice acting. So, like, they'll put, like, certain people as certain characters because of their race and stuff. And then, like, it makes sense later, like, because the Christian, like, I guess it was a Christian show, and then they're now using, like... They're using, like, normal...
Can I just say one...
What?
Can I say one thing and not be racist?
Yeah. You're in the microphone, though, so be careful.
Imagine getting casted as Bob the Tomato because you're black.
I know. I would be so mad. Not gonna lie. But, like, that seems like they pay good money, though. So if I got casted as isn't Bob the Tomato? Maya, lock in. Is Bob the Tomato?
Bob the Tomato is the tomato.
Well, you just said Bob. You didn't say the tomato, so I wasn't sure. If I got cast as if I was a black person and I got cast as Bob, but they paid me $100,000, I would not care. Like, cast me as whatever you want. Cast me as a freaking squash. I don't care. Cast me as a watermelon at that rate. I don't care.
Cast me as a seed. I don't care.
I don't care. Cast me as the dirt that you walk on. Like, pay me. I have Robux I need to get, okay? Okay. Next week, did you watch VeggieTales? No, Dad. Great. Following week, did you watch VeggieTales? Yup. What's the big deal with VeggieTales? Like, I think this is rage baiting at this point.
No, because for real.
Like, I'm not understanding. Like, I'm genuinely not understanding. Okay, so I waited, no, okay, so I email again. At this point, I started getting other people involved. Oh, I just accidentally muted my mic. At this point, I start getting other people involved. Oh, this pains my heart. The anti-VeggieTales coalition. I don't think I said that right. Coalition. The anti-veg. I'm gonna make a group chat with us, and I'm gonna name it the anti-VeggieTales coalition. Brother.
We can make Bob the Tomato the profile.
Oh my gosh. Even some of the Christian parents were annoyed. One woman watches it at home with her daughter, and she said she didn't want it at daycare, because if her daughter questions what she what she wants to be asked, not the teacher. Oh, if her daughter has questions, she wants to be asked, not the teacher. Great. Join the anti-VeggieTales coalition. What is happening right now? Yo, like, this sounds like something that would happen in, like, New Jersey.
No, this sounds like something that would happen here.
Or, like, Pennsylvania. This seems like such a Pennsylvania type thing.
You know who lives in Pennsylvania?
Your mom, we know. Excuse me. Okay. The resolution.
3%.
Huh?
I'm gonna do.
Huh?
I think everyone's an a-hole because you're an a-hole because if they're telling you multiple times not to play VeggieTales, just don't play VeggieTales.
That makes sense, yeah.
So they're both the a-hole.
Right. I agree with you.
Only smart person in this whole thing was the freaking wife going, oh, for animated vegetables.
Yeah. I think I agree with you. I understand more in the paragraph when it's like one woman watches it at home with her daughter and she said she didn't want her to watch it at daycare because if her daughter has questions, she wants to be the one that she asks, not the teacher. That makes so much sense.
Yeah, that makes so much sense.
Like, she's the only one that's not the a-hole in the situation.
For real.
I'm gonna find another small one.
Yeah, because my phone's at 2%.
Dude, just plug it in. Oh my gosh.
I want to be under my covers.
Please.
I'll plug it in, but after that story, I'm going to have to go to bed.
Okay. I'm trying to find a really good one. Okay. Okay, so, am I the a-hole for ending a date after a harmless... No, wait, that's actually... Never mind, no, that's, like, weird. Or it was just, like, 5 words. I'm not gonna read these before. Okay, I'm gonna read this one. Am I the a-hole for RSVPing no to my cousin's wedding? No. My baby cousin is getting married in March to a student I taught previous years ago. I'm very happy for them. That's weird. Her mom is my kid's godmom. She helped birth my son as a labor and delivery nurse and came to the hospital right after my daughter was born. We are relatively close, but definitely not like a talk every week or even month type close. Okay, that makes sense. I went to her bridal shower and brought my 4-year-old daughter while my preteen son stayed home with my husband. My daughter loved the shower, behaved perfectly, no issues. She's been excited for the wedding ever since. Then I got her wedding invite this week, and it says in large print, adults only. It's 4 p.m. in a place around 30 minutes away. I don't have a regular sitter I trust for bedtime because both sitters are pretty young and my daughter still needs help going to sleep, so I declined for my husband and I attending. That makes perfect sense.
Okay, wait. It's okay. It's okay as long as she gave the cousin a reason why.
Exactly. She gave her...
She did.
Hello? I don't... Oops. She had a totally reasonable, reason. She said adults only, so that's what she's gonna get. And it's not even like she was a part of the wedding party or anything. It's not like she asked her to be, a bridesmaid, and she just said no. So, I feel like that would have been worse, but, So I declined for my husband and I attending. My cousin is angry. My husband and I aren't coming. My aunt called my mom today complaining about it and tried to call me, but I didn't answer. My aunt told my mom that it was her granddaughter's choice to not have kids, and she couldn't make an exception for one person, not that I asked. And my mom said yes, she agreed, but it was also my choice not to go. That makes total sense.
Yeah.
Like what? But then,
No.
What?
No, I said no for real.
Oh. But then followed up with me with, well, surely you can find someone so you can go. You need a sitter anyway, since your husband always had to take off with the kids when they're sick. Which made, what? Wait, that means, since your husband's always had to take off with the kids when they're sick. Which made me irritated because he's been on shift work. So it just worked out like 70% of the time. As a teacher, most of the time I'm the one that takes off. So basically my family thinks I'm the bad guy because I chose not to go to a wedding my kids aren't welcome at. Am I the a-hole?
No, I will say this though. Okay, keyword. She said the wedding's at 4 p.m. and was talking about, oh, well, I need a babysitter to put my kid to bed.
That's literally what the top comment was saying, and I was reading it as you're saying it.
So, that's my only thing. But other than that, yeah.
The top comment, it says, I'm a little confused. You said the wedding is at 4 p.m. and only 30 minutes away. Why can't you and your husband get a sitter for the ceremony and then go home before the reception? I mean, do your children go to bed at 6 p.m.? Because I highly doubt the ceremony is going to be over an hour and a half long. Unless you are just not going because your kids can't come. If that makes sense, woman up and accept that your choices have consequences too and move on. I mean, that basically sums it up. Like, I get that you don't want to go because your daughter isn't, like, you can't have your kids come too. But, like, at the same time, like, and that they're not going to make an exception. And I mean, at the same time, you didn't ask them to. But, like, I think if they would have just tried to work it out, it would have been okay.
I will say this, though. I understand why the bride's mom is mad, but don't come over here and pull up. It's her choice if she doesn't want to have kids at her wedding, okay? And it's the person's choice to not want to go to the wedding because her kids aren't there. Like, shut up.
No, exactly. Exactly. Like, she can choose not to go to a wedding that kids can't come to. Like, I mean, everyone's saying that she's in the wrong.
I don't think okay, I will say that she's in the wrong if it's a 4 p.m. If it's a 4 p.m. wedding, then yeah, you're in the wrong.
Because you could just go to the wedding and then leave right after.
For real.
So, I don't understand.
I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay. Say bye, live.
Bye, live. Don't leave like my dad did.
There's nobody